Hi, this is Hamada Zahawi, founder and CEO of Right Track Admissions, a global admissions consulting company. If you haven't been to our channel before, get ready for an unfiltered account of exactly how to get into your top choice program, how to secure funding, and how to succeed both as a student and as a professional. And if you have already done so, make sure to subscribe by hitting the big red button below, as well as hit us up on our social media handles, conveniently located below this video. So what are we going to talk about today? Today we're going to talk about how you can get into school as a transfer applicant. I went through this process transferring from UCSB to UCLA, as you will hear at the end of this video. So make sure to wait till the end to get all the tips, tricks, and hacks of exactly how to be the top candidate to transfer to your dream program. And today is a special day because we're shooting all over Sevilla. So make sure to join us on this amazing tour of the city. So it turns out in UC-Berkeley, up to 30% of students are transfer students. So why do people do it? What are the reasons for transferring? Well, here are a couple. First, costs. The school you originally were in costs a lot more. You may not be getting financial aid, and another school you want to transfer into provides financial aid and cost savings. Another example is major. The school you got into doesn't have the exact major you wanted, or you want to change majors, and therefore the school you want to transfer into has a better version of that major. Another reason may be vibe or location. You got into a school, you thought it's going to work out for you, you decided it's not the best place for you to really succeed, right? Another example, another reason could be COVID. You want to be closer to home, so you need to transfer. Now that we've told you why you would want to transfer, now let me give you a couple of considerations to be thinking about when starting the transfer process. Now, you may be applying to a school that has a better reputation than the one that you're in, but you want to be thinking about the costs. Is it going to be less, same price, or more expensive? Now, we have some video content for you about how you can get a scholarship as a current student, even if you transferred, like I did. Other considerations you want to be thinking about is, even if the school has a better reputation than your current school, does it have the right major? Other considerations you want to be thinking about is if you're a community college student, you want to make sure that you're getting the right classes so that you can transfer into the right major. Other considerations that you may be thinking about as well when you're applying is, do you have the right grades to be able to transfer? You don't want to just kind of go right through your first year or two of your current school and then expect to get into the school of your choice. And a final consideration to also be thinking about when applying as a transfer is, are you ready to start a whole new social network, a whole new group of friends, professors, mentors? These are important considerations to be thinking about because you're going to have to start from scratch at the new school that you go to. So how can you improve your chances of getting in as a transfer student? And that's an important question to ask. The reality is, what you need to do is to prove to the school that when you transfer, you're going to be a great asset to that program, right? So you want to do community involvement, leadership activities, right? Things that really can showcase who you are and how you're going to be able to add value to that incoming class in terms of the school you plan to transfer to, right? As well as your grades, you want to do very well in your studies so that, again, you can show that you can not only meet but exceed the requirements of that program. Another thing you can do is you can improve your chances by getting letters of recommendation. And those letters of recommendation from the school you're currently in, again, can showcase your academic prowess, how smart you are, how you're going to be able to add value, how you add value in classroom discussions, for example, right? And finally, another thing that you can do is take classes in your intended major that you're transferring into. That can showcase, hey, when I go to your school and I start this major or I continue this major, I'm going to do very, very well. You avoid when putting together your application. Number one, don't apply late. Don't apply last minute. Make sure you take your time. It's a transfer application. You want to get it right. So apply early. Number two, make sure to cater that application to that school. Avoid just sending a generic to all the different schools you're transferring to. Make sure it's unique and it shows the school why you want to go to that school. Also, avoid bad-mouthing your current school. You want to make sure to say the current school was great, however, it doesn't the right fit or the major wasn't correct, and then say why you want to go to the other program. And also, make sure to sell yourself. Avoid just basically just writing a very generic essay about yourself. Really sell yourself and what you're going to add value to that school. Okay, here's your example of the day. I started school at UCSB, UC Santa Barbara, right? And after about a year, I realized I didn't really fit in. I didn't feel very comfortable in the campus community. Moreover, I also felt like the reputation of the school wasn't where I wanted to be, especially if I wanted to go to grad school, especially internationally, in terms of international reputation. And also, I felt that my major wasn't going to be as strong in Santa Barbara as it would be in another school like UCLA. And so therefore, I looked at UCLA, I weighed the pros and cons. I said the costs are going to be roughly the same. I'm able, because of the diversity of the community, to build a new network, to be able to jump right into my major, and to be able to be closer to home. And what I really loved about that experience was that I was going to be in an area where I wanted to work after I graduated. So the network was going to be very important. So I weighed the pros, I weighed the cons, and I went ahead and applied. That's what you want to be thinking about when you decide to transfer. The pros, the cons, figure out what makes the best and the most sense to you, and go with that. All right, well, I hope you found this useful and get you on the right track to success. If you haven't already done so, make sure to subscribe by hitting the big red button below. And if you have any questions for us, please post them below. We'll do our best to get back to you with further resources. In the meantime, stay sane, stay safe, and stay connected. And in terms of connected, I really hope you enjoy this tour of the fabulous city of Sevilla in Spain.